Finalizing, and this is my channel, DBNaila, done by Naila. How are y'all today? If you're new, welcome on. I am a creator and I basically create things around mental health and like breaking the stigma that mental health should be on the hush hush, because we can't silence ourselves. Like, we're artists, we create, like, we're loud, we express ourselves. So, you know, no more hush hush. Hush no. And if you are already a subscriber, thank y'all for staying on. You guys are amazing. Like, I really appreciate it. Like, for real, for real. So since I have all of you guys here, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, including the notification bell, because honestly, I'm trying to post every week, but I'm trying to give y'all quality more than quantity. So I'm just trying to make sure I give y'all what you want, basically. So I never know when I'm gonna post, so it's just best advice to put the notification on. And then while you're there, just go ahead and just like each video that I ever created in my life. So I have a special guest today. Guest became friend. Amazing person. One of the main reasons why I, even continue to have the platform. Just basically one of my inspirations. And what happened was, I didn't record my intro to greeting this individual because honestly, I make mistakes. We're human, okay? The recording just didn't work that way. It's been a whirlwind. It's been a hilarious whirlwind. We recorded this like twice, so it's like butchered footages like from everywhere. It's interesting to say the least. Hello.
Hi.
How are ya?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Black Bean, who you are, what you do.
I am Black Bean. My name is Christian. I do oil pastel art, mainly. I like to do very funky, abstract faces, and just have a lot of fun time with the colors with my artwork.
So today I will actually be working with something that I haven't worked in since December. I have not picked up an oil pastel in such a long time. I really don't know how to use them at all. But this special guest, thankfully, is a seasoned professional, a very seasoned professional. I'm going to be using these again. And it's crazy because this individual, I'm acting like y'all don't know who it is, uses a similar brand, Mugio, and we were talking about it, and I didn't know, but I picked the correct pastel, y'all. I got this from Amazon. I'll drop the link, by the way, but I forgot it's January and July journals. Well, August. Low-key September. Start off with, how are you feeling today?
How am I feeling? Are we talking physical? Are we talking emotional?
Anything. I'm gonna be the counselor.
Physically, I'm feeling super fit.
Okay.
I'm not. Physically, I'm feeling a little down in the dumps. Like, I feel like I haven't been eating well lately, and that's kind of catching up to me. Because when you're eating bad,
your body
I feel like
sees
you feel okay in the moment,
yeah.
And then later on, it's like I really messed myself up a little bit. So that's how I'm feeling right now. I haven't been eating right, so got a whole bunch of spinach and stuff like that. So I'm ready to revamp myself.
Of course.
Now, how are you feeling physically?
Okay, physically. Since we're doing physically. I just been feeling like, I guess, kind of lazy, really, because like I play softball a lot, like with my in-laws, and they have like a team, and we just finished our season, so it's just like that's done. We got second by the way, because we like that. So we're like picking up volleyball now, but it's just like I feel stiff because I haven't played volleyball in forever, so I feel kind of like, I don't know, just not ready. I gotta drink more water, probably. But so, how do you feel mentally?
Mentally, not gonna lie, okay. I feel a little alone. Okay. You know, lately I've been just feeling very isolated. Just not really myself. Not as upbeat. Right. Not as positive.
I definitely like hear you on the lonely. Like, even though I do live with my husband here, but he's at work every day, long days, and I'm here by myself too, and of course I may not feel it on that level, but I do feel very lonely, and it's just being in a house by yourself. It's very quiet. I tend to like just put music on in the background or put a TV on in the room, and I'm like all the way across the hall just to like hear things, I guess, I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So like when you talk about being lonely, and I'm gonna get deep here, but like what do you mean by lonely? Like what is causing that loneliness?
I feel like I can't share my experience with most people. I guess that's the main one. And like finding a significant other to share those experiences with. I feel like recently, like, you don't have to, after high school, your friends kind of just move away and you just feel a little lonely, you know, all that. And then you make new friends, right? When you're an adult, trying to make new friends in this world, Impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It is impossible to make friends as an adult in this world, especially with what's happening in the world. The new things that are popping up in the world, it's just really difficult. And then like a lot of my friends that I did have are moving away, so it's like I just feel even more and more isolated. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like why am I staying where all my friends were? Now my friends are all gone.
I don't know. I feel like people just grow apart because we're we're in different subjects of our lives right now. Let me see. Let's see how we can further branch this.
Wait. You're supposed to talk about your loneliness.
What?
What does loneliness mean to you? You can't just tap off of what I said.
Okay, so my loneliness, because I was saying I was lonely because for the most part my husband's at work, so I'm in this house. I don't know, but I have this thing where like I'm afraid to be in a place by myself. So it's just like I'm like immediately had to transition to being home alone. I'm in like a whole different state. I don't know my neighbors. I don't know these people. I'm in a new home, and it's just like I feel like defenseless. If that makes sense, I feel defenseless. So
That's a good word. That's a really good word.
I pulled out the dictionary. I be trying to read sometimes. Last one we're gonna pull apart. Let's think of one specific word that wraps all of that together. Or 3 words, just a sentence to just wraps everything we just said for you.
So are we talking about 3 adjectives or like?
I mean, however you want to say it. You know, 3 adjectives, verbs. You know, however you think it kind of brings everything together. What everything means, like what you found from that. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, it's like I don't even. I'm not gonna like take. I'm not gonna act like I invented this, but it just popped in my mind. Anxiety is loneliness.
I never thought about it like that. That makes a lot of sense, to be honest.
Or is it vice versa? Loneliness is anxiety.
I like the verses.
But is the word is that a word that I'm using? Can I use that as a 3rd word?
Okay. Low key. What are you? Who are you? What is it? You see, we're getting poetic. We're getting real poetic.
We really are.
That was beautiful. Dang, anxiety is loneliness. Loneliness is anxiety. I guess I gotta think of a phrase for this. I'm trying to make it as cool as that. I don't think I can. Let me think. Take some time to think. So I'm thinking maybe bear.
What?
Like feeling like nothing. So like maybe like kind of like that, bear and nothing.
I like it.
Those 2 words. I'm thinking of those 2 words, bear and then just being nothing afterwards. So like just stripped, you know, basically.
No, it literally is. But it also, you know, when you think about bear, you can also think about a clean slate. Also helps out anxiety, in my opinion. Like when someone starts a new diet, it feels a little bit better when you start on a Monday than a Wednesday.
Like ripping that band-aid off.
Or just like you said, it's nothing. And nothing is not bad or good.
Or good. Exactly. You know, I've never looked at it like that. I like that a lot. Nothing is not bad or good. Nothing can be good. That's what it is. You know? Nothing can be good, because it's kind of like nothing can be good, but like nothing can be good. I like this. Okay, anxiety is loneliness. Mine is nothing can be good. These are just poetic. I love this.
Wait a second, let me write this down because I already forgot.
It's low key gonna be an interesting session.
I'm a little nervous.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a little nervous too because we gotta get into reference photos. So like I'll just like for example, I'll just put my video on, like I will record a video. and I'll just use my phone and just move it around, figure out what footage I want to use, and then I'll end the video. I'll go in the video and screenshot the exact pictures I want from it.
That's smart. I like that.
Thank you.
I like that. You got one already?
I think I have one.
Give me a minute.
You're good. You're good.
Someone's sitting in a chair.
Okay.
Someone's sitting on a booth
Ooh.
by themselves,
Mhm.
and they have a very small torso.
Ooh.
Does that make you feel?
No, I like that because I'm trying to like
head?
do some things in your style, so I need to like add more shape, just more, because I'm not a background person, so I'm trying to think about like, how I can use my background.
Can I see what you're doing? Is
Yes.
it a secret?
So it's not a secret. Like, I don't know, but I do like the whole hand, like, but it's just basically like this selfie, right? And then we just a little selfie, right? And like my face is gonna be the same color as the background, basically. And it's just gonna be my hair that's showing, and then I'm gonna have like a little smirk. It's kind of like I'm happy.
Is that the only brand you got? Is that the Master Touch? Okay.
Yeah, these are the ones.
So those are very, very soft. Pastel.
And I got like a little, where is it at? Got like a little thingy thing to like, you know, in case of little shavings.
They're pretty opaque too, right? For you. Okay.
Yeah, they're nice. They're pretty solid and
Perfect. Because I like to use the cheap transparent stuff for my base. Just simply because I kind of like doing it, and the soft, the creamy ones go on top of it really
easily. Okay.
I don't think honestly, I haven't started a drawing with like just Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time, because I like to start with the cheap, hard ones, because I like to have like a solid base. But anyways, that has nothing to do with that.
Okay. So this part here was about 6 minutes we were working on our drawings. So just to kind of give you guys an idea that, wait a minute, where's the footage? It was 6 minutes of the beginning process of the drawing. But I got everything else. Okay.
What'd you say?
This is just like extremely hard, low-key.
I know.
Like,
I feel like something pressure right now. Like, I haven't done it in so long.
right.
You're gonna do a whole bunch of Halloween stuff this year, right?
Yep, a whole bunch. Just
You
trying
already
to
have it
gather.
planned and stuff?
I have some of them because I'm gonna recycle some of the comments from last year, because there were some really good ones, like not mainstream characters, because I love that. So I'm just thinking I have like a little list, so, and I might attempt some of them with watercolor. So I'm just like, maybe.
You said watercolor?
Maybe.
Ooh.
I hate
okay.
watercolor. It's just,
Going a little crazy.
I am. I'm trying to try as much as I can, to be honest. But that acrylic, that ruins Halloween. I'm like, and then oil paint though, I'm low key loving how it feels, to be honest. Oil paint is really nice.
Have you worked on any oil paint?
I have. So this one is an oil paint. This is an oil paint. That was the one that was an oil paint, and I have a little small one from like my dreams, which is an oil paint. But those are like, oh no, this is an oil paint too. This little weird one.
Oh my gosh, I love that one.
This little one. So I have been trying. I've tried. So I'm gonna keep going with it because I'm getting used to it. I got my little linseed oil and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you should try this out. Have you ever tried liquid oil yet? Highly recommend. This is my favorite medium. It makes oil paint so much more fun, and it dries a little bit easier.
Oh.
I use it for a lot of light colors, because light colors dry very slow.
Yeah.
And then if you want to ever glaze with it, have you ever tried glazing?
No.
Glazing isn't a sealant.
What is it?
It's like a right. Let's say I hate that this isn't like it's too warm.
Okay.
Just not right. I could take a little bit of this, and just a little bit of pigment. So I could take like a yellow if I want more yellow, a blue if I want to dull it down, a red to warm it up, and you just go over it and it makes it look like it's. Listen, you could do that's what the old masters used to do. They used to do a lot of things like burnt sienna and white, and just do a whole painting in that and then glaze.
Ooh.
They just have a whole bunch of layers that they would glaze. They usually use linseed oil to do that. to glaze, but I use this because it dries a lot faster. But you put layers and layers and it makes it like look like skin. I did it with quite a few paintings with oil paint, right? Like when you work with it, you can overblend.
Yeah.
And things can get really muddy. Even if you want it super vibrant,
it won't. Yeah.
It gets super muddy.
Dry.
Really quick.
Yeah.
And then the dulls down the colors is not as saturated as you want. That's what this stuff is amazing.
Okay.
You can make things instantly saturated again by just putting a glaze over it. We have to try it sometime. I have so many things I want to glaze.
Okay. We shall try.
It looks like Humpty Dumpty.
Not Humpty Dumpty.
He looks like
no, but
he's
it's
seen a lot of
like I really do see the bear and loneliness. Like I really do see it though.
Do you really?
I really do.
Do you think he needs more of a butt?
Loki, he's either on a stool or like a wall.
I do want it to be a stool.
Ooh, a nice chair. Yeah, like a stool. I blame you.
What'd you say?
I blame you. I don't know why I did this thing I did. I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed.
I am stressed as hell too. You know what? I've always wanted to draw like.
What?
Scary stories to tell in the dark.
I swear I was the biggest fan of that. When I heard they had that movie coming out, I swear I was the first one in the theaters. I used to copy their drawings all the time. I was obsessed with that style. That sketchy, creepy, but like still solid drawings. Like I don't know what medium that was. I don't know if it was like ink or
I think it was a mixture of ink, pencil, or graphite and
yeah.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie, I kinda wanna do a different sketch. If this fails, we can always do it again, right?
You right. And acrylic paint.
No, please God. Oh, I love the colors. Let me see.
Oh.
It's so pretty.
Oh. Okay.
What kind of paper are you using?
What is this paper? It's like a really thick watercolor paper. I have a lot.
Were you doing that on watercolor and it looks that smooth?
Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yay.
There is no way in hell I would ever work on watercolor. Oh my God.
It's just hard. It is hard.
That white is really good, huh? It's really okay.
Yeah, I love that. I'm just like, oh God, I'm stressed. You're stressing me out.
I like to watch when people are making stuff. Have you ever seen Portrait Artist of the
What?
Portrait Artist of the
Oh my gosh, yes, that British show.
Yeah.
It is in my playlist. Having them like announce the people, see their work, and then like it's just so cool. I would love to do contests like that in real life with other artists and just see everyone's way of creating something, and then like they'll make oil paint from scratch right in the middle of the show. Where I'm like, y'all are serious, like.
Hey, y'all got nuts.
Like I swear, it's crazy. I feel like my chin should not be.
I always make fun of that lady's voice. She's like, Portrait Artist.
Portrait Artist of the year. Yeah, my chin is
I
better.
might not put eyes on this mother. I don't think he deserves eyes. He's giving me too much anxiety.
It's giving witch.
Let me think.
It's giving she's haunting individuals.
Ooh, I like it.
Oh, you can tell this is not my medium, but you know, I don't give up. I'm gonna keep going.
Period. But I'm definitely probably gonna give up on him.
You
No.
can't.
I'm not gonna. I might scrap him. I'm not gonna lie.
Please don't scrap them.
Little Humpty Dumpty man.
I would hang Humpty Dumpty on my wall. Okay.
Me too. But if it was just
Right?
like,
See, there you go.
if it was a creepy Humpty Dumpty.
just crazy how like everything is changing like just so quickly.
My younger self would definitely be proud.
So
just
proud.
not understanding of why I'm not as happy as I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were right about that.
He's like, why are you complaining? You live by yourself. You pay your bills. You have a car. You can drive. Like,
Right. That is true. They're like, oh my god, you can drive.
the bar is so low. Of course I'll be proud.
Right. I like it.
Oh, thank you. But
I like it a lot.
tell me the truth.
Yeah.
This is so awkward, huh? It's a little awkward, huh? Should it just be gone?
No, but like I like the.
Cause it like.
If you don't show the hand, I would get rid of that. Should it be more angled, like the arm?
I don't think it should be even showing actually.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm trying to have it like be a little heavy like me, like this little, and have a little man titty and stuff. So I'm like, it'll be covering most of it, and it'll kind of just poke out like this.
Well, will you shorten the leg then?
Let me take a picture of myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna copy you too, and you said that you take videos.
Yeah, it's just really easy. The whole process is just a little bit easier. I was gonna wipe it because like you did, and I did not know that was an amazing technique because I'm smudging the hell out of this.
I love doing that. It really makes it so much easier.
Like it automatically just like brought your piece to life when you did it.
If you do that while you're painting too, like let me tell you, you get your base done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like your outline, like you're ready to start color.
Right.
Just pause real quick, take a big brush like this big, and go like
wet
this.
it, yeah. Oh.
Especially in oil paint.
I have to
makes
try
everything
that.
so much easier.
This process is giving loneliness and anger. It's all the emotions.
Just know that you are not alone.
Okay. I think I'm fixing it now.
You still stressed out?
I'm so stressed out.
Same. Something's gonna have to give with this dude, because
I swear. I'm a out. What is it? Not introvert. Outrovert. What is it?
extra.
Outrovert.
If I'm ever in North Carolina, we're going out.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Here's my camera. So
Right.
Day one looks like
Day one. Woo! This is day one. You know what I'm saying?
How are you feeling about oil pastels?
Ooh, that is a question. You know, I am not afraid to attack this back because it was fighting. Because it's been since December, and I swear I forgot entirely how this works. So I'm happy about it. How do you feel about my challenge with this journaling? How does journaling go?
I always find it a little harder to talk about emotions.
Mm-hmm.
But, and also, I'm not always the type of person that tells a story about myself when it comes to my artwork.
Mm-hmm.
I like for the person to interpret it however they want to.
Mm-hmm.
I think that continues the art. But I think it makes artwork so much richer when you do put your emotions in your artwork. And seeing this little man, this little Humpty Dumpty man,
It feels good,
it does feel good.
right?
Good.
It looks good. It does.
Thank you.
And I-
it does too.
I'm so happy. It was a little more therapy than anything. To be honest. Thank you for coming along. Did you have a good
Of
time?
course. I have fun time.
Yay. I will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. So this is the next day. We didn't give up on our pieces. We kept working on it. I actually went back with oil paint. I did not know I could do that. Thank you so much for the tip. And I just basically just worked on that as much as I could. And this is a little bit of us talking about the process. This is a free Pepsi. You know,
It's a baby.
it's a teeny booty boo boo.
How did you do the? Did you like move around? Like how did you? Get close. Let me get close.
Okay,
That's stunning. The legs. Oh my god.
Thank you. I know I scraped off a lot of it too. I scraped for the super darker colors that was underneath for the hair. I scraped the majority of that off and I just layered it like crazy. But I was doing a bunch of layers just like that, to be honest. I think that's what it was. I'm kind of used
It
to
kind of
it.
looks like watercolor. It's really nice.
Ooh, it does kind of give that off. Because I use a little water to blend for the acrylic, so I kept using the linseed oil kind of like that. So I would just use the oil to make any color like left on my brush and just kind of go over certain edges. I've never like created with another artist, to be honest, before, like, you know, like side by side like this, and my anxiety was just up there. What you were saying, like how you're feeling comes across how you're painting, and I know for me that anxiety just kind of like, I could not put anything on that dang paper. But it was an experience because you told me not to give up, and I was just like, okay, I have to finish this, I have to work on it, because Christian said I had to do it, so I'm like, I'm gonna do it.
There we go. And I feel like when you're restricted, that's when the most. Damn, I wrote this down. Hold on. Being restricted yields the most creativity.
I like it. I like it.
Let's say an artwork that you have not finished yet,
Mm-hmm.
and I told you to finish it. I feel like you would get more creative with style, color. You would really try to get outside of the box with that piece. Whereas if I just gave you a full-on blank canvas, you know what I mean?
Very true. I think that is it for today. This was really fun. We're gonna do this again, right? All right, cool. And then yes.
We're both doing paint next time.
Okay. It don't have to be acrylic paint, but
Oh, I'm not doing it.
okay, there we go.
Acrylic paint is hard, because especially when you're with oil for so long.
Right.
But acrylic paint was so easy to make, so much work.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this: it doesn't compare to oil. It doesn't compare to oil.
Honestly, oil, when it does, it wins. I'm not gonna lie, it does win when it does.
Something about acrylic paint, it eats sometimes. Sometimes I can't go back to acrylic. Acrylic look like, the thing is, you make acrylic paint look like oil paint.
I appreciate that. That is all, but thank you for coming on again. If you want to go ahead and say your links again so everyone knows how to reach you and see more of your art.
Well, my name is Black Bean. My name is Christian.
Right.
But my social media is Black Bean on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
But bye. Thanks for coming. So overall, this experience has been like literally a whirlwind, if I'm being honest. But this is what I have for my ending of what I worked on. This is basically, I just really appreciate the experience, to be honest. Christian was pushing me. I just really appreciate you coming along here, and it was just a really good learning process. I don't know if you guys noticed, but one of the things we talked about, me and Christian, was that I do have anxiety kind of like painting next to another artist. I don't think I've ever had that like opportunity to do that before, you know. And it was just kind of like, not only was I like painting or drawing right next to an artist, I was doing it in a medium that I'm not comfortable with, that I haven't done since December, and he's one of my inspirations. So it was just a lot of pressure, and my anxiety was on 3,000. And what we talked about is sometimes your emotions can reflect how you create. I'm just really happy I went through that experience, to be honest. And you know, you learn from being uncomfortable. I had a great time. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Good stuff including bell notification, because I don't know when I'm posting. And please like it up. Please like it up, because I don't know, my life's been real low recently, and let me know if I should keep going, you know. I feel like I need a little bit of reassurance sometimes, you know. But I thank y'all as always. Don't forget, it is okay to be uncomfortable. Don't be afraid of ugly, okay? Trust me, because I've had a lot of ugly stages with my work. Exhibit A. You know, but I'm gonna see y'all real soon. Like, real soon. Bye!
I snapped both of them. I went to the hospital. They said I had a
Oh.
Finally! I've been trying to catch you boys all day! Now that I've got you right where I want you!
Like and subscribe.